now still going strong here. Nearly 2 decades later, the Gracie Jiu-Jitsu fighter, Nick Diaz, under the spotlight yet again.
Nick Diaz combines attitude with elite cardio, a black belt.
Our tail of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. Well, how about the age discrepancy here? More than 15 years apart.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Well, it's a building rich in its fight history and tradition. We are at Madison Square Garden tonight.
Whoa! Oh, look at
Unbelievable.
Oh! Beautiful kick to the body.
Whoa!
That one really hurt him. Hard Superman punch. Oh! Body kick, look at that. Oh! Beautiful KO for the victory early in the first.
Well, Joe, we've talked a lot about his technique and how technical a striker he is, and that was really the shot heard around the world to get the finish here in the first round. Again, maybe he caught the guy cold a little bit. He didn't have a chance to warm up, but that is a huge result for him here tonight, and on the other side, he didn't take much damage. So, big, big win for him here tonight.
Let's take a look at that again. And here we see it again. Boom! And he's out.
So there he is as the celebration continues. A huge knockout for him here.
We gotta get it. They hated Esco. They hated Escobar. I'm still here.
Coming up next, we get to this UFC middleweight division fight.
You ready? You ready?
All right, so this UFC Grand Prix tournament is coming up next. This format has been all the rage with a lot of the hardcore mixed martial arts fans out there. Sort of an homage to the history.
Nice. In the full guard here.
All right, Bruce Buffer is in there with the official decision.
Okay, sorry, I'm running late. I did not come here to play. I got money to make. Cruising the streets, I was raised in the streets, I was made. If you
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC middleweight division fight.
As I walk through the valley with my ladder and flex, on the realest one saying it, I just having a wreck. When they all thought we was finished, they was laughing at that. So
Our tail of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it comes to the...
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, we're underway here at the famed Madison Square Garden right in New York City.
This inside leg kick, not even telegraph.
Oh, good combination. Oh!
He got hurt bad.
Back to the overhand right, not there. Oh! Huge shot there, lands flush. Just like that, the fight is over.
And here's the end. Here it is from a different angle. Check it out here.
And here once more, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop this contest at 59 seconds of the...
Coming up next, we get to this UFC middleweight division fight. Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. Hall is 15 years the elder. He will have a 2-inch reach advantage.
Are you ready? You ready? Fight!
Well, it is a building long on combat sports tradition, and mixed martial arts certainly making its presence felt here as we get underway at Madison Square Garden in New York City.
And there he swung with a haymaker. Nice straight right.
You see the speed and the accuracy for Uriah Hall.
He hurt him!
Oh! And just like that, the fight is over.
Beautiful knockout here early in the first.
Yeah, Joe, near perfect technique to land that seminal blow to finish the fight here in round 1. And that's exactly the way a fighter draws it up. You don't absorb anything in terms of significant damage, and then you're able to knock your opponent out. So this is exactly the desired result for him here tonight.
And here we see it from a different angle. Look at the power in that kick. And as soon as it lands, that is the end. And here it is again. And he's out.
Here now, Bruce Buffer with the official decision. All right, coming up next, it's a UFC middleweight division fight.
Sway wallabies, I follow policies. Always give a game every session. Me, shoot blanks, but you got it.
The Santa Cruz, California native and former UFC middleweight champion. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Luke Rockhold. Don't let the aesthetic fool you. This man is an absolute hardtail. And here we go. So here is the former UFC middleweight champion, Luke Rockhold. 10 first-round finishes, so not a guy you can afford to be lackluster with in the early game.
Oh, he tagged him to the left.
Oh!
Oh! He's in big trouble. Whoa, good counter. Oh, he hurt him. He hurt him. Beautiful strike here to end the fight early in the first.
Yeah, Joe, that was the perfect shot right there. We didn't even get a feeling out process here tonight, and we say it all the time. Sometimes when you catch a guy cold before he's had a chance to get going in the fight, it can have a bigger effect. It certainly has. Bruce Buffer has your official decision. Coming up next, we get to this UFC middleweight division fight. Well, no doubt this young man is preparing to unleash some devastating kicks on his opponent. Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. Both fighters are 18 years of age. With the same...
Are you ready? You ready?
Well, no better way to pay homage to the history of Pride and the UFC with this single night UFC Grand Prix tournament. Some of the best fighters in the world have come out. Let's see who will be the last fighter standing here tonight. And he connects there, Joe.
Oh, flying knee attempt. Good defense there. Oh! Big shots! Oh!
Punches blocked.
Oh, he tagged him. He hurt him. Oh, big elbow. That's it. He's out. He is out. Wow. What a knockout. Man. Nasty ground and pound KO.
Well, that's the way they used to ground and pound fighters back in the day, literally trying to pound your opponent's head through the canvas. Elbows and strikes and hammer fists, one after the next. An offensive explosion on the ground that gets him the knockout win here tonight.
Caught him right there, had him in all sorts of trouble. Great angle here. I mean, just stiff.
So a strong candidate for some bonus. All right, let's get it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Eve Levine has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 48 seconds of the very first round.
All right, coming up next, this highly anticipated matchup for the UFC middleweight division title. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Both fighters are 18 years.
Are you ready? You ready?
All right, here we go. The wait is over. The UFC's 185-pound title is up for grabs right here, right now. Connects now with the 1-2.
And he's checking every single one of those. He's doing a very nice job protecting his head here. He's got a cut over his left eye.
Oh, he nailed him!
The champion is hurt here. He is in big trouble. He's trying to cover up. We might be seeing a new champ right now.
Oh, a huge block there.
Showing that punch.
Oh, he somehow ate that overhand. Wow. Huge
Beautiful
left hand. Timely defense there. Huge block for him. Just
He's hurt! He's definitely rocked.
Oh, huge block. Looked like it did stun him a little bit.
He lands a huge elbow to the head.
Huge elbow there, Joe. Oh, that's a big block, Joe. Oh, he's out!
What power that guy has in his hands.
Well, Joe, you knew if he landed that weapon repeatedly, it could be a short night for his opponent, but that was just one perfectly placed strike that his opponent candidly didn't even see coming. It landed flush, and the rest, as they say, is history. Big knockout win for him here tonight.
Let's take a look at that from a different angle. Great angle here. Boom.
And there is the UFC middleweight champion. Hard to be much more impressive than that on the biggest of stages.